Oliver, the owl, who stayed curious in a deep, magical forest. There lived a little owl named Oliver. Oliver was not the biggest, not the fastest, and not the loudest, but he had something very special. He was curious. Oliver asked questions about everything. Why do leaves change color? How do rivers keep flowing? Why do stars shine at night? Why do some flowers open in the morning and close at night? Every day, more questions. Everywhere, more questions. One sunny morning, Oliver saw a line of ants carrying food.
How do they know where to go?
They follow the moonlight.
The squirrel rolled his eyes. Oliver, not everything needs a question. Later that day, Oliver watched birds flying in a V shape. Why do they fly like that? He asked.
I told you not to come near here again. Why can't you just listen for once?
Did you see the look on his face? He actually thought we wanted him here.
What a loser.
And for the first time, his curiosity made him feel small. That evening, Oliver sat quietly on his favorite tree branch. The sky turned orange, then pink, then dark blue. Maybe they're right, he said softly. Maybe I should stop asking questions. Pause. He looked up at the stars. But how can I stop wondering? So he made a choice. He would stay curious, even if he had to do it alone. From that day on, Oliver didn't ask others as many questions. Instead, he started finding answers by himself. At night, while the forest slept, Oliver explored. He watched how the moonlight changed the shadows. He noticed how water moved faster in narrow spaces. He observed how wind pushed leaves in certain directions. One night, he saw a beaver building a dam.
Interesting.
The water slows down when something blocks it. He kept that in his mind. Days passed. Oliver grew wiser and wiser, but still, he was alone. No one saw what he was learning. No one understood him. Then one day, the sky suddenly turned dark. Clouds gathered quickly. The wind started howling. A powerful storm hit the forest. Trees bent and cracked. Branches broke and fell. Animals ran for shelter. Rain poured heavily, and the river roared louder than ever. When the storm finally stopped, the forest was a mess. Broken trees were everywhere. Leaves covered the ground, and the river was completely blocked. Huge logs had fallen into it. Branches tangled together. The water stopped flowing. Panic spread across the forest.
The river's blocked!
There's no water. What are we going to do? Animals started arguing.
We have to move those logs now, before the water bursts through.
But they're huge! How are we supposed to do that?
We can't just stand here. We have to try something.
The elephant pushed with all his strength. The bear tried pulling logs out. The monkeys climbed and tried to move branches, but nothing worked. The blockage was too heavy, too tangled, too strong. Everyone was tired. Everyone was scared. Everyone except Oliver. He sat on a branch, watching quietly, thinking, remembering, connecting everything he had learned. The beaver dam, he whispered. The flowing water, the pressure.
I just realized something. There is a way to stop the flooding. Come on.
I know the way forward seems blocked right now, but together we can clear the path.
But Oliver, the water is rising fast. Are you sure we have enough time?
Oliver took a deep breath. We don't need to remove everything, he explained. When water gets blocked, it builds pressure behind it. If we create even a small opening, the water will start flowing again and slowly break the rest on its own. The animals looked confused.
What are we going to do? The path is completely blocked.
Do not worry, little one. The water always finds a way, and so will we.
There was silence. Then the turtle spoke slowly. It sounds simple, but it makes sense. The elephant nodded. Let's try Oliver's idea. This time, they worked differently. Instead of trying to move everything, they focused on one small area. The monkeys removed smaller branches. The rabbit cleared leaves. The bear pushed a single log just a little. The elephant helped create space. Slowly, a tiny gap appeared. Everyone stopped and watched. At first, nothing happened. Then, a small trickle of water slipped through. It's working, Oliver whispered.
Look,
The trickle became a
it finally
stream.
broke through.
The stream became stronger, and suddenly,
The water is flowing
whoosh,
again!
the water burst
We
through the
did
gap.
it!
It pushed logs aside, broke smaller branches, and the river came back to life. It's flowing. The water is back. We did it. The forest filled with joy. Animals jumped, cheered, and laughed. Relief spread everywhere. This time, everyone turned to Oliver, but not with annoyance. With respect. Oliver, said the rabbit softly, you're not annoying. You're amazing. The monkey smiled warmly. All those questions, they helped you learn things we never even noticed. The deer stepped forward and nodded.
It's okay, little one. We understand.
I am so sorry. Thank you for forgiving me.
We are just happy you are safe now.
Oliver looked at them, a little surprised. For a moment, he didn't say anything. Then he smiled gently. Not because he was right, but because he finally felt seen. Finally, he felt like he belonged. From that day on, everything began to change.
We might be different, but we all belong here together.
Are they stars falling down to teach us?
Perhaps they are, if we watch closely enough.
Oliver, why do I feel so warm when we are all together? Because this is where we belong, little friend.
Curiosity was spreading. The forest became something new. Not just a home, but a place of learning, a place of wonder, a place where questions were not ignored, but celebrated. And Oliver? He kept asking questions. He kept exploring. He kept learning. But this time, he wasn't alone anymore. He had friends who were just as curious as him.